So I recently watched the new Mean Girls remake in cinemas, and to my surprise, I actually really enjoyed it. I never watched the original Mean Girls movie, and I wasn't really gonna watch this new one at all since I assumed it would be pretty mid. However, after I discovered that my favorite actress, Angourie Rice, was going to be involved in the new movie, I of course had no choice but to watch this myself. Angourie Rice is definitely great in every movie and show she's in, including Spider-Man, so it's no secret I'm a big fan of her and I think she is really talented. I've been a fan of Angourie Rice as an actress for a few years now, and this is one of my favorite movies from her filmography. The movie stars Angourie Rice as the main character called Katie, who goes to school and befriends a group of girls nicknamed the Plastics, who are led by Regina George. As Katie forms a crush on her ex-boyfriend, she starts to cause trouble within her friendships. So basically, this is another high school story for Angourie Rice, but I don't really care because she is outstanding. One of many things I like about this movie is the amazing camera work and cinematography, and I just really like how colorful all of the shots are. This is definitely a big upgrade in visuals for Angourie's movies when compared to Everyday and Honor Society. I also really enjoyed all of the musical numbers and songs in the movie, and the beginning song with Angourie Rice was absolutely beautiful. There was even a town show part with Angourie and her friends where they performed a Christmas act, and I really enjoyed that part of the movie as well. Although there was one part beforehand where a boy was rapping, and I'm not gonna lie, it kinda gave me Eminem vibes. I found it to be really funny. I also really enjoyed the Halloween party scene, and Angourie's costume was absolutely top notch. It does kinda remind me of Symbiote Spider-Man if I'm gonna be honest. I'm not complaining though, I think it looks really great. However, my main complaint with this movie is when Angourie's character Katie gets bullied. Now yes, I do know it does happen in Everyday and Honor Society, and it works for good writing purposes, but part of me feels kind of insulted as a fan of Angourie. I'm not going to say what actually happens at the risk of being offensive, but if you watch those movies then you'll definitely understand what I'm talking about for sure. Now of course if I was stuck in this scenario I would stand up for Angourie and be nice to her because I'm a kind person. There's literally one moment in the new Mean Girls movie where every girl attacks each other, and it really just makes me think to myself, wow, everyone's got symbiotes in them. There's actually one moment I did like where Angourie was mean and she told a girl that she can't sit with her at lunch, and honestly it feels like she earned the nickname Bully Rice. Putting aside all of my Spider-Man jokes, I do think Angourie Rice was absolutely outstanding in this movie. She is definitely my favorite actress, and I think she crushed it in this movie. This movie was an absolute blast to watch in cinemas with my friends Nikki and Steven, and I am definitely gonna rewatch this when it goes to streaming on Paramount for sure. If I have to pick 3 projects with Angourie Rice outside of Spider-Man, it will be this movie, Everyday, and Honor Society. If I have to give this a number score, I will probably give it a 9 or a 10. I'm not too sure, but it doesn't really matter because this is definitely a great movie in my opinion.